comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Throw whips. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. How can they use this to their advantage? Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checks him with a projectile. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? They break things off to take a quick breather. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Player 2 will be experiencing burnout. Teleports, that's gonna rattle him. Knockdown and player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Jumps up. Player 2 holds it, clutch, anti-air. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Sets up with the jump in. Shakes things up with a fireball. What are they gonna do? Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Burnout is triggered. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 2 with the life lead. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big counter. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in is denied. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 chases them down. One chance here may end this match. Teleport in there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Checks them with a projectile. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Yoga fires it. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Looking for a chance. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They're backed up into the corner. Jumps up. Oh, burnout triggered. Knockdown and burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to kick. This can lead to some big damage. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Side switch in the corner. Dangerous range here. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Hanging on for dear life. Shifts them for the win! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Taking stock. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Blocks the low heavy. heading into the KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Taking stock. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. Player drilling time. That's the yoga inferno rip. Going in, player 1 will look to apply pressure here. There's a change of side. Doesn't miss a beat. Both fighters planning something? Gets the jump in. Drive gauge gap here. Jumps in. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Jumps. Here comes, oh my God, they just choked it up. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. They're in range, absolutely relentless. Is this sunburst gonna be too hot to handle? What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. Who will come out on top in this final round? There's a change of sides. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Super 3 activated, taking a chop out of them. It doesn't get wilder than this. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? What are they gonna do? These fighters are quick to the face. The jump in reversal. Jumps. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still? This is gonna hurt. Dangerous range here. Amazing. They did take the throw. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Yoga fires it. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Both sides looking for an opening. Jump in, finds the mark. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. What's the play here? Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. But takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Get some. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks them with the projectile. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Going in, player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 2 will need to... burnout activates. Medium kick hits. Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. A quick breather. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Are these two gonna fight forever? Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the jump in. Checks with the projectile. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. They trade hits, and now... Jump in, finds the mark. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Set the bomb off to shake them up. Okay, creating some space here. Who will use their drive first? What'll happen here? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Shoots off a fireball up close. I think they decided to create some distance here in order to slow down the pace a bit. They both back off to refocus. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Parries the projectile. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Drive reversals blocked. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 will have to deal with this burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. There's a change of size. Oh, looking to ramp up the voltage here. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Risky up-close scrap still going. Follow-up. Knockdown and... Player 2 needs to use... There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Going in. Player 1 is barely hanging in. Escapes with the reversal. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Big throws. Dangerous range here. Oh, putting the cherry on top. This is a critical moment. Here comes the corner pressure. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. So what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. Who's going to steal this win? Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Both gets him with a Euro step. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Knocks them out of the air. Oh, could be the start of something. Okay, here we go. Nails it. Teleport. No, it tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 is in a very good spot. This is gonna hurt. Who will set the bait at this range? Ooh, you never know what gets anticipated that throw. Blanka, big time whip. Yoga fire. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. Big drive gap now. Things are about to get wild here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Ugh, take a seat. Oh, that's how you punish. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Lets off a Yoga Fire. They exchange blows. Yoga Fire there. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Throws them. What's next? Takes a trip. Throws them to negate the block. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Yoga float. Where's this going? KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Keeps them guessing with it going on the offensive. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Jumps in. Backstep rolling attack? What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 has the chance reversal. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Who will set the bait at this range? Sticks out a kick. Yoga Fire. Both sides getting ready. How did they anticipate that jump in? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Yoga Fire to turn up the heat. Experiencing burnout. Both this can lead to some big damage. Side switch in the corner. Sets up with the jump in. Nothing stops this train. Trouble from up top. The low. What's next? Throws him. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 2 is in a very good knocked him out of the air. Turning it right up with a super. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Shall we begin?
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Strings it all together. Your near perfect execution and gameplay net our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player experiencing burnout. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The exchange blows. Knockdown and all the throw connects. Smart play with the throw. You've gotta be my crowns them from above. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Who will use their drive first? Yoga Fire to turn up the heat. What now? Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Sticks the jump in. The low heavy hits. Low heavy. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Reads them. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Projectile to try and change the situation. Still very early in the round. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Yoga Flame had the radar up and running. Pokes with a medium kick. Sticks the jump in. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Drilling time. Let the Yoga Inferno rip. What'll happen? Oh, looking to ramp up the voltage here. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? There's a change of side. Drops them from the air. Jumps in. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Oh, now that is a punish. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. They both decide to ease the tech, crowns them from above. Tease them out. Blanka. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with a jump in. Yoga float to mess with their head. Anti-air in the clutch. Lets off a Yoga fire. Still slugging it out at this rank. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Teleport. Solid anti-air. This could lead to some big damage. Drops the glove. Here comes the super. Knocked up out of the air. Looking for a hole. Bamboozling time with the Yoga float. Reads the jump in perfectly. Reversal. Changes the pick clutch. Clutch anti-air. Anti-air in the clutch. This is gonna hurt. I can't believe shoots their shot. Time to make them famous. Flatlines up. Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A jump. Gets him with a Euro step. Yoga fires it. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Lots of aggression from both sides. An aggressive attack. What's the play here? Reads them. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Drive reversals blocked. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Burn adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Closing moments of the match. One hit in there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? The jump in is denied. Takes them all the way. Will this super art connect? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Follow-up. There's a change of sides. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Charges forward. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Drilling time. That's the Yoga Inferno rip. Player experiencing burnout. This can lead to some big damage. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 1 can't afford this. Burns out. They put their bad combo, finishes it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Throws him. What's next? Player 2 has the life lead. There's a corner switch. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with Fireball. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Drive gauge finally recovers. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Checks with a medium kick. Taking stock. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Plenty of life left, a full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. Yoga play, Inferno to turn up the heat. Big super hard hit. It's on. Goes for it all, but just misses. Goes for the jump in. Going in? Checks with a medium. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Looking for a chance. Block! Knockdown and... Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Manages the... Oh, reversal! Super clutch corners. One chance here, mate. They were not cleared for takeoff. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? How did they read that throw? Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Clutch anti-air. More fuel to the fire. Hook them up. No hesitation. Fouls out on them. Sends them up. And boom, the cannonball. Are we going to see a comeback here? This is so damn reversal. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking it. Crowns them from above. Sets and closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Tons of drive and help to work with. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 2 is just about out of drive out there. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 2 chases them down. Solid combo. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? They need to rely on their instincts here. A quick breather. Going wild. The KO. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The attack is parried. Player 2 spent the super art to take the last round, but how will they handle the meter deficit? Looking for a chance. Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. Knockdown and yoga float. Jumps in. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Yoga float. Where's this going? Drive reversal. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Yoga drops him hard. Player, this can lead to some big damage. Life lead is there. This is gonna hurt. Their spacing is... Oh, now that is a punish. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Doesn't check the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. Who will come out on top in this final round? Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Oh, could be the start of something. Full SA meters on crushes that off and keeps going. What are they gonna do? Digs in deep to get that driving. It burns out. Bringing the hot fire. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. Both are ready to reversal. They're in, knocked them out of the air. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Now they can use drop, goes to the air, and eats it. Noticeable life lead. They are done. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Teleport. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. They were expecting that drive impact. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Big counter. Player 1 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Taking stock. Then Jaw picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That's a counter. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Yoga fires it. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters planning something? Jumps up? Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Barely reversal. That's a big gap. Knocked him out of the air. Throw is denied. What a read. Knockdown and doing some quick planning. Yoga. This can lead to some big damage. Oh, here we go. This is gonna hurt. Wrong critical. What's gonna happen? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. What a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Honda. Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. What's the play here? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their delivers the pain right to their doorstep? Akuma's going in. Shreds it cleanly. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Demon Raid? A quick breather. Looking for a chance. Underhand slap. Gets the combo. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Oh, burnout triggered. Experiencing burnout. Medium kick hit. Demon blade kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. One player is in burnout state. This is gonna hurt. Oh my, that combo finishes it.
Honda.
Player 2 faced a giant and walked away unscathed. What a win.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stopping block. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Was looking for that jump attack. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Caught in the crossover. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy hand. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Pokes with a medium kick. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Brushes that off and keeps going. Checks with a medium kick. Shoots off a fireball up close. Akuma going in. Oh, burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has an empty drive through. This is a very precarious situation. Jumps anti-air in the clutch. Nothing stops this train. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Dakuhado. So were they baiting them into that? All in with a rush. Taking burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player knocked them out of the air. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Keeps them out. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Somehow manages to block the jump in. This can lead to some big damage. Curls them from above. Excellent damage on that. The jump in is denied. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Looking for a hole. What's next? Clutch anti-air. Immediate all in with a rush. What now? Do they have no critical art now? Grabs them. Big gauge difference. Oh my God! Lost super. Huge. They are done. Player 2 clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, does them dirty. Player 2 can build off this lead. Dakuhado. Reads them. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Spirits are lifted. Going on the offensive. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Dakuhado. They return to center stage. Sticks the combo. A quick breather. Gets the jump in. Good old slaps. Still scrapping for control of the stage. Reversal. Charges forward. Life knocks him out of the air. Player 2 needs to use all the throw connects. Critical art now. They're gonna have to grind out this win with no. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
The demon.
Flatlines them.
I am the true master of the fist.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? The exchange blows. Escapes with the reversal. Both players look for something to work. Drops them hard. They were waiting for it. Lift off. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning the all-in with a rush. Both sides getting ready. Launches at him. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. It is over. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Drives it back, misses. kick. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Neither of them willing to back off here. They trade hits, and now recovers from burnout. Drive gauge finally recovers. Can't tech the throw. Very solid, but KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sumo Spirit. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Let's off a projectile to waste time. Throws them. What's next? Demon Raid? Launches them. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Quarter makes. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Jumps in. Breaks the block with a throw. A quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Outclaw critical. What's gonna happen? How do they read that throw? Throw leaves them wide open. Burnout activate. KO! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. Checks them with a projectile. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. The combo's there. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Blocks the jump in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Not much drive to work with that thing. Knockdown. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Oh, burnout triggered! Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. Medium kick. Closing moments of the match. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Going on the offensive, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Grabs and throws them away. What'll happen here? Burnout activates. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Saku brushes that off and keeps going. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Looking to impress with this super. Connects with the throw. Player 1 has this can lead to some big damage. Player 2 all in with a rush. Giving them the warming pauses with a period end. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Gets the corner switch. It might be some time for payback. Links it. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to Totsugeki to the face. Can they close this round without relying on drive? Escape denied. Piles on the corner pressure. The buffet is open. They are done. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sakuhado. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Holds out with the block. Sumo headbutt. And they create enough KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Left off a projectile to waste time. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Checks with a medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. Grabs and throws them away. Knockdown and delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, burnout triggered! Crowns him from above! Fires off a Hadouken! Tensions are running high. Both of them can finish this now. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start closing it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws a fireball. That last round could have gone either way. They can't get sloppy. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Charges forward. Demon Raid? All in with the rush! You played burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. What's next? Both are ready to pull the trigger. Goes to the air. Hadouken! Medium kick. Hope links it! Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. Gets him with a Euro step. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's go. Solid anti-air. Crowns them from a they are done. Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger.